I invite you to find a comfortable seat. Take a little time to adjust. Wave out your feet. Explore the placement of your ankles. Connect your sit bones to the earth and begin to feel gravity. Watch your breath. Allow your attention to change your breath as it deepens and begins to dissolve the tension you have brought to this practice. On an inhale, raise your hands and lower them in prayer position at the heart. Follow the rhythm of the breath as you do this 2 more times. The breath drives your motion. For the remainder of this practice, allow the inhale and exhale to move your body. Inhale your way up and twist. So you're exhaling the opposite hand to the opposite knee and placing one on the ground behind you. The next inhale, up, other side. You're rising and then drawing your belly a little in with your arms up. You can switch the placement of your legs and repeat. You're inhaling up, exhale, open a little more. Several times on each side now to deepen the twist. Your neck comes last. It is not a primary priority. Next inhale, return to center. Hands to either side, fingertips touch the ground. Release the head to one side. Inhale center, exhale other side. Inhale center, exhale other side. You may choose to lift same side arm over your head, cupping the ear and releasing that shoulder. Release the arm, repeat on the other side, allowing the shoulders to separate. Return to center. Breathe and embrace what you are giving yourself. Lift your legs, feet flat, comfortably in front of you. Hip distance apart, begin to lower the knees to either side. There's no perfect way to do this. Simply find the range that your knees and hips can open. Support yourself with your hands behind you, adjusting their placement, and gradually lowering the knees a little more. Perhaps creating space so the inner one can go further towards the floor. Maintain attention in your abdomen and allow the hips to separate. So the muscles on each side explore their own release. You are inhaling to center and exhaling as you lower and twist. This practice will include many twists, wringing out your body and opening you for a deeper spiritual presence. Continue roughly 8 on either side, though focus on the feeling. Lengthen your legs in front of you. Open them to each side and then draw in for a butterfly. Find a comfortable distance, heels into the pelvic floor, and begin to flap the knees up and down like a butterfly, gradually activating the lower abdomen and pressing your sit bones further down. Ironing out the hips, and opening the shoulders. Then, hands behind you once again. From the tailbone, arc up and back. Then exhale, gentle forward. Back and forward, waving out the spine. Lean back and then head goes last. Lean forward as you draw the abdomen in to create space. Butterfly, forward folds. And then you bend back and look at the sky. You're finding your pace for this. You're doing roughly 8. You're creating space for your hips to open a little more. And you're ironing out the spine and releasing the neck forward and back. Drawing that abdomen in before you bend forward will create more space for a deeper forward bend. And eventually, you may explore staying in that forward bend within butterfly. Breathing and allowing the breath to dissolve tensions. Next inhale. Come up. Turn to your side and lower down to the mat. Reclined pose. Feet flat, knees bent up. Tuck the tail and then draw your knees up to hug them into your chest. Breathe here and give yourself a little back massage, rolling side to side. Finding a little space in your lower abdomen and releasing the neck. Then releasing the knees to one side in an easy twist. So easy means don't strain at first. We're going to do back and forth. So you inhale, lift the top leg, let the other follow. Exhale, twist, and perhaps use the same side arm to reach up and draw the knee a little deeper. That hand is on the opposite knee, helping to accentuate the twist. And then the arm that you're twisting away from reaches with the shoulder drawn towards the ground, and your gaze exploring in that direction. The head, as ever, is the last element of a twist and the least important until you remain in coherence. Stay a little longer if you feel the need or if the openness of the pose invites you deeper. And allow your breath to dissolve remaining tensions. Next time you do this practice, emphasize focusing on the lower leg. Bringing attention into the opposite side of whatever part of your body is stretching can create space for the stretch to go deeper. And begin to wrap this up, cherishing the last twist on each side, perhaps giving it an extra breath or two, and seeing if you can reach that opposite shoulder further towards the ground. Let the inhale move into tension, and the exhale, surrender it. Next inhale, switch, and stay. 3 to 5 breaths. You are working towards memorizing this practice. In general, count 8 repetitions of the balancing pose, the one that goes left and right, and between 8 and 13 repetitions of the empowering pose that is symmetrical and tends to accentuate your strength. Take a last breath. Draw your legs back to hug them into your chest. Surrender that tail, a little more massaging out the lower back. Feet return to the floor. Ankles you can just barely brush with your fingertips, hip distance apart on the feet. Then tuck those shoulders under and prepare for some drawbridge. We're going up and down. You're inhaling up, exhaling down. First repetitions, don't accentuate it. Just feel coherence. So your whole body's working together. You're inhaling up and exhaling down. The breath is driving your motion. So you're waiting for the inhale to tell you it's time to move, and feeling your body as an extension of this breath. Each time you go into an empowering pose, you want to find the edge where some of your muscles are locking up. Something's saying this is as far as I can go. And then you're spreading out your awareness to find if you can bring support into this area from parts of your body that aren't working as hard. Perhaps you can adjust, tuck your shoulders under, distribute your strength out through your feet, feeling the toes stretch, the balls of the feet as leverage, and seeking to get this bridge a little higher. And then stay. Keep this bridge up, having done the work to open it. You're squeezing the knees gently towards each other and away from your navel. The bridge is from the arch of your foot to your shoulders. And then lower in a couple breaths. Take a couple breaths before you're all the way down into reclined pose. And feel what you've given yourself. Roll over. And come into puppy pose. Elbows below shoulders. And then press down through broad hands, fingers spread. Lift the elbows. Tuck the toes under and reach back in puppy. Your butt should not touch the heels. So reorient if you need to. Give that length. And then your forehead drops down and opens your shoulders. So you're feeling your arms all the way into the lats. Your arms start in the lats. And then you move forward. Inhale into a cobra pose. Your knees are on the ground and you're keeping those toes tucked under to maintain some leverage because we're going back and forth. Exhale in puppy. Really drawing out these breaths. And inhale into low cobra. The chest is opening last as those shoulders explore, rotating out. Head looks up at the very end. And in puppy, you're really feeling from your back. So send strength through your body from those grounded toes. Keep those hands slightly rotated out. Broad fingers. Strong. Really root yourself through the hands. And then allow the breath to drive this motion back and forth. As ever, the head comes up at the end to accentuate the pose without trapping your attention in the neck or shoulders. It's better to stay gentle with the head than to end up with all your focus on the tensions that can be trapped between the body and your skull. And again, we're aiming for between 8 and 13. This gives you enough time that you don't need to count. But when you memorize this, it becomes an effective focus to keep you going with some goals and watching how you improve. Near the end of your repetitions, particularly on the empowering poses, you want to stay for the last one and really explore the greatest depth. So by this end, you want to push it. You want to see if you can find a little more space than you had before in both puppy and cobra. Now, return to puppy and lift one knee. You're going to gather it in and draw it up between your elbows. Send it back up above your head as an extension of the arm and body. You can put it down on the ground. And just focus on bringing it in front of the other leg until you feel more powerful. This is coming from your core. These exercises are centering for the navel. So explore exactly the range of motion that keeps you strong and focused through 8 repetitions of this. And if you find it to be challenging, simply pause in puppy before exploring the other side. This is one of the only times we're going to stay on one side for this many repetitions, but it's a powerful way to build your core in preparation for the solar plexus poses coming next that will bring a lot of strength into your center. Really keep those toes alive. So next time you do this practice, accentuate it on your own. Remember, you're keeping those feet active. And you're working towards pointing the toes while you feel them sort of stretching and gripping the air before you complete in puppy. And give yourself an up dog or cobra and feel what you've given to yourself in your core. On that cobra, press up through those arms. Feel those long shoulders opening the chest. Now lower yourself, roll over. We're going to do some core work, accentuate what we just turned on with the navel poses. So this is for the solar plexus, but you can forget about the chakra. The exercise will work, and then when you bring your attention back, it'll be that much easier to open the chakra. So center in recline pose, then draw those legs up, hug them. We're going to do some gentle leg extensions. So you can find multiple levels of this. You really got to be honest with yourself to make this work. You extend the legs out, draw them back in. You can begin to lift your upper body as your hands and elbows stay in the same place. So you're working towards a low boat, a supported boat pose. And then you can bring that higher still. In the intermediate level, we're lifting the arms entirely. So if you know you can do that effectively, feel free. But in this, really focus on all the effort coming from your solar plexus. And just explore shifting weight off the arms while they're still touching the ground. Keep that head back. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Feel the balance and the pivot. Stay slow. You're inhaling as you go up, exhaling as you bring the legs in. In general, we exhale as we compress the body and inhale as we open it. Return to hug the knees. Feel the fire you've brought into your core. And we're going to take it a little further, so you got to be honest with yourself about your limits. Prepare it, a little rest. Draw one ankle above the opposite knee, resting on the thigh. Then thread your arms around the back of that thigh. And then draw the leg in. You can reach further for the shin if you need to. Give a couple breaths, then iron out the other side. We're going to do some bicycles. We're going to do them slowly. It's valuable to get the form right, and then in the future you can work on accentuating the repetitions. I just did 13 of those low boats. You can certainly aim for 8. Now we're going to do 8 bicycles on either side. All the effort comes from the solar plexus. So you're going to bring your arms away from the knees. They're hugging the knees at the moment. And then they're going to reach behind your head. A little low on the neck. And then you draw one elbow towards the opposite knee and you extend the other leg straight. Exhale as you twist across your body in the bicycle. Inhale as you return to center. All the effort comes from your core. Resist the urge to reach with your upper body. You do want the elbow to move towards that knee, even touching, but not at the expense of strain. So work to feel the balance and the pivoting as the opposite arm and leg move towards each other. And stay conscious and slow as you keep those toes alive. Spread them. Grip the air, bringing feeling through the whole leg, all the way into your core. The legs start in your core. And then once you get 8, maybe 13 on either side, draw those legs back in. Hug them. Feel the fire. This is a great exercise to build your core. Now roll to the side or lift through a boat. Come to child's pose. Toes, big toes touch. Part the knees, bend down. You can stay on the forearms. Draw that abdomen in, creating space. And gradually let your weight do the work to open your body. We're gentling this. So you're going to walk from side to side. So you're just twisting in child's pose. Inhale to center. Exhale, shift the pose over opposite knees. And you're not going to strain here. You're going to explore. We're kind of unwinding now. If you end a practice consciously, it will be much easier to carry what you've given yourself throughout the rest of your day. So you're not straining. You're inhaling to center and exhaling, moving towards the side, opening those hips. Final chance to let the hips separate, meaning the muscles stop thinking they have to move together, and you give each side a chance over and over to show you if there are differences you need to iron out to reclaim coherence between your left and your right. About 8 on either side. It's a good number. Great number. We use it a lot. And then stay on one side. Give extra breaths. Now that you've opened yourself up thoroughly, be curious. how you can find final release before shifting to the other side, giving it the same attention. You're allowing your body to call breath. You're allowing your breath to find tension. You're allowing the release with the exhale. Shift up on your knees to an easy camel. Then bend forward, chin to chest. Your fingers are wrapped around your sides, thumbs towards the belly. And you're alternating between chin to chest and then arching, tucking that tail, looking up at the sky. The head does come last, but you do want to accentuate the arch, the back bend. Keep those elbows drawing a little bit back and in to help accentuate the arch. And allow the rhythm of the breath to drive the motion. Don't you catch the breath up to the movement, otherwise you're going to be stuck in your head. So really wait when you don't know what to do with your breath in alignment with poses. Wait until you need to breathe, and then shift your body. Hold this last camel. Give it several breaths. 3 is a good number. And then fold forward, returning to child's pose. Every time you come back to a pose, feel what you've given yourself in between since you were last here. Sustenance, drawn in with your sacred breath. Now rise. Roll back, staff pose. Plant your hands and palms on either side. We're going to do some final twists. A lot of twists in this. Really help rebalance your body. This is a straight leg twist. So we're going to lift one leg, foot flat. Then we're going to wrap the opposite hand around the knee or all the way into the elbow, the pit of the elbow. One breath. Inhale up, wrap, exhale, twist. Be fluid. Keep the sit bones grounded. And emphasize the lower body. The upper body twists all the way into the shoulders. Don't worry about the head, as ever. Head could stay centered around the chest. But you have twisted a lot, so really feel that lift. The higher you get your spine, the more you lift while you inhale and center, the more effectively you'll be able to twist around that lift. And then finally, you want to, as you lift, kind of suck that belly in and up. There's a lock in the solar plexus. It's a way to grip around your upper core, and it really helps to twist. The body above this solar plexus space has much more room to move. The chest can twist much more than the lower spine. So feel that. And then the shoulders can twist even more. So see if you can feel that triple motion in the twist. Lower, middle, upper. And recognize where you might be getting hung up. And in the final twist, you stay a little longer. So prepare for that as you push the depth of each of these last repetitions. We are, once again, doing 8 on each side. But if you've forgotten to count, let it go. And stay. So inhale up, exhale, twist a little more. Inhale straight up. You don't twist on the inhales. And when we stay, it's good to do at least 3 breaths, maybe 5, to find some final depth. Other side, inhale up, exhale, twist. And you can. Next time you do this, you can shift that grounded hand a little further as you create more space in the twist. So it's designed to continue to reveal potential to you as you repeat this again and again. Your weight, however, shouldn't be in that hand. It's helping to accentuate the twist, and it can even draw in towards the body to give a final little space. Return to staff, and we'll do crabs. So turn the feet flat. Inhale, lift your butt. Exhale, lower the butt. You're just going to go back and forth. Inhale up, exhale down. This is the completion of this practice. So you don't want to strain, but you do want to see if you have any last strength in you. So you can work towards table. I stress that because I don't want you to stress. You're inhaling up, and those knees are going further and further away from the chest, and you're exhaling the butt further back between the hands. So you can walk the feet forward as you create space, and finally lower that head a little bit further back. But I want you to find your range of motion. So by starting with a lot of restraint and just edging deeper, you can stay with your confidence. And then finally choose one to stay up with. So wherever you are, without strain, with strength, give yourself some breaths in crab, releasing the head back, grounding through broad fingers, and feeling through wide toes. Before lowering your butt back to the ground and turning to find a seat, comfortable seat. You ground those sit bones. You can sit in half lotus if you so choose, and give yourself final forward bend, drawing the belly in as you inhale, create space and length, exhale forward, lowering onto your forearms. Keep that lower abdomen in. The longer your body is in this forward fold, the more leverage you have to go deeper. And let each breath surrender any remaining tension. Next inhale, come up. Recross the legs, change the cross, or change the lotus, half lotus, and fold forward once again. Final surrender to the ground. Lengthen that lower back. Feel a little tuck to that tail. Gently opening any last space you can find. Before rising on an inhale, finding your comfortable seat. Ground the sit bones, adjust the ankles, and then stay and meditate on what matters today. Follow the rhythm of your breath. Surrender remaining tensions. And on a deep inhale, share an Om. Om.